My beloved child, I wasn't going to say this. I was going to remain silent a little longer. I was going to let you keep walking by faith, even in the quiet. But you have left me no choice. I have watched your heart. I have seen the weight you have been carrying. I have heard the prayers you barely had strength to finish. And now, at this very moment, you are standing at a turning point. That is why I am speaking. This message is not SLUCHAIKAKI. You did not click on this by accident. I am drawing your attention because something in your spirit is tired of wondering. You have been asking me, Father, are you still there? Do you see what I am going through? My beloved child, I see more than you know, and what I am about to reveal will shift the way you understand this season. Do not skip this. Do not brush this off. What I am about to say is something your heart has been waiting to hear. There is a truth unfolding that will steady your steps and quiet the storm inside you. I am interrupting your doubt. I am stepping into your confusion. And I am doing it because I love you too much to let you keep misreading my silence. If these words are already touching something deep within you, then receive them fully. Let your heart open. And if you feel my presence speaking directly to you right now, show it. Like this video as a sign that you are listening. Share it with someone who feels forgotten, because they need to hear my voice too. Comment, I'm listening, Father, and let that be your declaration of faith. Subscribe and remain close, because I am not finished guiding you. My beloved child, I wasn't going to say this, but you have been carrying a burden that was never meant to break you. And now is the moment I begin to uncover why. Stay with me. Listen carefully. What you are about to understand will change everything. My beloved child, I need you to slow down and truly hear me now. I see everything you have been carrying, even the things you have convinced yourself are too small to matter. I see the quiet heaviness in your chest that you cannot fully explain. I see how you push through each day, completing your responsibilities, answering messages, showing up for others, while inside you feel stretched thin. You have been strong for so long. Strong in conversations. Strong in decisions. Strong when no one else stepped up. But strength can become exhausting when you feel like you are the only one holding everything together. And in your most honest moments, you have wondered how much longer you can keep going like this. I saw the disappointment you tried to brush off. I saw how certain doors closed and you told yourself, it's fine, I understand, even when your heart sank. I saw the opportunities that did not work out, the relationships that shifted, the plans that stalled. You told others you were okay, but deep inside you questioned if you were somehow overlooked. My beloved child, you have asked me questions you were afraid to say out loud. Father, did I miss something? Did I misunderstand you? Am I still on the right path? You searched your heart, looking for mistakes. You replayed your choices, wondering if one wrong move caused this delay. You have carried more self-doubt than anyone realizes. There were nights when you felt especially alone. Nights when the room was quiet but your thoughts were loud. You felt the ache of waiting. You felt the sting of comparison. You watched others celebrate milestones while you remained in what felt like a holding pattern. And though you tried to celebrate with them, a small part of you whispered, when will it be my turn? I was there in those moments. When you sat in silence. When tears filled your eyes unexpectedly. When you prayed short, tired prayers because that was all you had the strength to give. Not one of those prayers was ignored. Not one tear fell without me catching it. You have also carried invisible battles, smiling when you felt uncertain, encouraging others while you were discouraged, trusting me publicly while privately asking for reassurance. My beloved child, that kind of faith is not weakness. That is courage. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not disqualified because you are weary. Your questions have not pushed me away. Your tiredness has not disappointed me. In fact, your honesty has drawn me closer. I know the weight you feel. I know the longing in your heart. And I want you to understand this clearly. You have never faced a single second of this season alone. I have been watching, guiding, and protecting you in ways you cannot yet see. You are deeply known. You are completely seen. And you are still chosen. My beloved child, now I will tell you what I was not going to say. I was silent because I was building something in you that comfort alone could not produce. You mistook my quietness for distance, but it was never distance. It was development. It was protection. It was preparation. You believed that if I truly favored you, the path would be smoother. You thought that if you were aligned with me, doors would open quickly and people would understand you easily. But I need to gently correct that thinking. Ease is not always evidence of my hand, and delay is not proof of my absence. There were doors I closed because what was behind them would have drained you. There were connections I allowed to fade because they could not go where I am taking you. There were opportunities that looked perfect on the surface but carried hidden burdens you were not meant to carry. My beloved child, I was not rejecting you. I was redirecting you. You have measured your progress by what you can see. Gramoyans, recognition, clear outcomes. But I measure your growth by what cannot be seen so easily. Patience when you wanted to rush. Integrity when compromise seemed easier. Kindness when disappointment tempted you to grow cold. That is where your true transformation has been happening. You asked me for clarity, yet you resisted uncertainty. You asked me for strength, yet you wished for a path that required none. You prayed for purpose, yet you feared the stretching that purpose demands. I say this to you not to correct you harshly, but to awaken you gently. The very pressure you wanted removed has been shaping the capacity you will soon need. My silence was not punishment. It was trust. I trusted that you would continue walking even when you could not trace my hand. I trusted that your love for me was not dependent on constant reassurance. And you did continue. Even with questions. Even with doubts. You kept moving forward. That is why I am speaking now. You have also believed a quiet lie. That you are behind. That others have moved ahead while you remain stuck. But my beloved child, you are not on their timeline. You are on mine. And my timing does not rush, nor does it forget. What felt like standing still was actually root growth. What felt like isolation was spiritual strengthening. What felt like confusion was me rearranging details you could not yet see. If I had explained everything earlier, you would have leaned on understanding instead of trust. Now I am opening your eyes. Not to overwhelm you, but to steady you. You were never abandoned. You were being built. And everything that seemed uncertain have been under my careful watch. Trust this. Nothing in your life has been random. Nothing hath been wasted. And nothing hath been outside my loving authority. My beloved child, now lift your eyes. Breathe deeply. The season that felt heavy has not weakened you. It has strengthened you in ways you are only beginning to understand. You thought you were barely holding on, but all along you were becoming steadier, wiser, and more rooted than ever before. I have not only been correcting your path, I have been covering you. There were dangers you never saw. There were setbacks that could have been far worse. There were moments when the outcome could have broken your spirit, yet I softened the impact. I guarded your heart when it was fragile. I preserved your hope when it flickered. What felt delayed was not denied. What felt paused was being positioned. My timing has never been careless with you. Every closed door, every waiting period, every uncomfortable stretch has been aligning you with something that requires the exact strength you now carry. You are stronger than you think. You have endured disappointment and still chosen kindness. You have faced uncertainty and still chosen faith. You have walked through silence and still chosen to whisper my name. That is not weakness. That is resilience formed in sacred places. I promise you this, restoration is not a distant dream. It is unfolding even now. The pieces that seem scattered are being arranged. The clarity you have longed for is drawing closer. The peace you have been asking for will settle over your mind like a calm sunrise after a long night. You will not always feel this weight. You will not always question your direction. There is a shift happening beneath the surface. What once felt like striving will begin to feel like flow. What once felt confusing will begin to make sense. I am not rushing you, but I am moving you. Do not lose heart now. You are closer than you realize. The endurance you built in the hidden place is about to support you in visible spaces. The patience you practiced in private will sustain you in public victories. Nothing you have walked through has been wasted. I am your covering. I am your defender. I am your provider. You do not have to force what I have already ordained. You do not have to chase what I have already prepared. Walk with me. Stay steady. Trust the pace I have set. My beloved child, the same hands that carried you through uncertainty are leading you into fulfillment. Hope is not foolish. Trust is not naive. With me it is secure. Stand firm. Lift your head. The story is not ending in struggle. It is unfolding into strength, into promise, into purpose. And I am with you in every step that comes next. My beloved child, now that you have heard my heart, this is your moment. Not a moment of pressure, but a moment of decision. Will you trust me again? Will you release the fear that has quietly followed you? Will you place your future back into my hands without demanding every detail? I am not asking you to have everything figured out. I am asking you to stay close to me. Lay down the weight of comparison. Surrender the need to control the timing. Let go of the belief that you must force what I have already promised. Whisper this in your heart: Father, I trust you. Let that be enough for today. You were never forgotten. You were being formed. You were never behind. You were being aligned. And you were never alone. I have walked beside you through every question, every tear, every silent battle. I will continue to guide you with steady hands and unwavering love. Peace is settling over you even now. Let it rest on your thoughts. Let it calm your breathing. Let it remind you that I am in control of what concerns you. Your future is secure in me. Your path is guarded. Your story is still unfolding in beauty. Go forward with quiet confidence. I am your father. I am your shelter. I am your faithful guide. And I am not finished blessing your life. Rest now, my beloved child. I am with you. My beloved child, as this word has settled into your spirit, understand this. When you sow into this mission, you are not giving to a channel. You are planting seeds into hearts I am reaching. Every message shared is a lamp placed in someone's darkness. Every act of generosity becomes oil that keeps this light burning. I have said, give, and it shall be given unto you. And I speak it over you even now as a living promise. When you release, I release. When you open your hand, I opened heaven over your life. If this message strengthened you, this is your moment to act. Do not scroll past obedience. Let your gratitude become a seed. Through Super Thanks and through PayPal, you are helping my word travel farther than you can see. The PayPal donation link is waiting for you in the description, and even in the QR code on this video. What you sow today becomes a harvest in another soul tomorrow. This is not a transaction. It is participation in something eternal. As you give, you become part of the river that carries hope to the weary, strength to the broken, and truth to the searching. And I declare this over every giver: your generosity will not return to you empty. I will multiply what you release. I will honor the faith behind your seed. I will provide for you in ways that surprise you. Now respond. To support this mission boldly, and watch how I move in your life as you help me move in the lives of others.